What's up, everybody? We're back today. We're in the E46 and we are going to be changing this steering wheel out for the NGR steering wheel that came with our 240. So stay tuned. Okay, so first thing you got to do, make sure you disconnect the battery. If you don't, this airbag here, or even this airbag from what I was reading, will deploy if you don't disconnect this from bumping stuff and disconnecting it, and it's just dangerous. So just make sure you disconnect the battery first. We've already done that, got that off. Got our T30. This is the nut driver that we're going to use. There's a screw hole here and a screw hole here, and this whole assembly will come off. Off. Yeah, probably will. So I had to get a little ratchet just as some leverage to kind of break them free because they're in there really tight, and then you can use the driver. But as you pull it back, just kind of be gentle. So you're gonna have two wires inside here, this white one, and you'll have a clip one, and this whole airbag assembly comes out. Now, from what I was reading, we can put a resistor in here, and that's what I'm going to do a little research. And I'm pretty sure it's the purple wire and the blue wire that tie into here, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't want this blow. This one won't blow, but we're going to figure out which one it is so that we can tie it into here so that we don't have an airbag light. And if I can't figure it out, then I'll just program it out.
The thing just broke.
Is that the Milwaukee one?
No.
Get the Milwaukee one.
What are you doing?
Where's the Milwaukee impact?
You lost my Milwaukee impact already?
I haven't used it.
Man, like you guys were just using it.
What?
You guys were just using it.
We used that.
No, you were using the Milwaukee after I told you not to. Hey, grab that Loctite while you're over there.
That Loctite?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, one of the things that you want to do before you start taking the steering wheel off, you want to make sure it's perfectly straight. So as you can kind of see, I'm kind of working it to make sure it's 100% straight. So when we put the new hub on, this here goes on there straight up. So on here you're going to see a little white dot. That means it's true to the north on this here, that you want to use that. And then this hub bolts right to that. And then we have the quick release kit that came off the other one that's going to bolt right to this, so that we can use that steering wheel. And then also part of this kit, there it is, you get these little wires with the resistors and fuses, and we're going to hook these up here, and that's going to help out with the airbag light, hopefully. Now I will lose my steering wheel controls for cruise control. I need an adapter. Not deep enough. Nope, 16. So 16 millimeter looks like for this here. Extension, impact. The impact's gonna be the best to kind of break this free. Once you get it broken free, kind of screw it in just a little bit so it's got a couple threads to hold on to, and then you just pop back on it. So on the steering wheel, we got two little holes here. I'm sorry, not two little holes, the bigger holes. And you're gonna see the guide pins here that go inside there. So these pins here will go inside here, and then this pin here, as you can see, will go towards the bottom so it connects with this here. And then we got to feed this wire, some wires here through for the that ain't right. Oh, it wants us to use the original. What was that?
It's just them and the impact.
We got Darius over there. He's working on the Black Beauty. So
I have to break it. This is the breaker bar.
2-amp fuse.
There's a nut on the other side, so you have to put.
Okay, so it wants us to reuse this harness here, which all these wires go into, which I really don't want to pull out because I want to keep this just in case we ever decide to go back to factory.
What?
So what I'll do is, you also have the option, like we have the software of the Mike's tool, BMW tools, to program out the light. So that's what we'll do. We'll just program out the airbag light so that we're not messing with this wiring harness. And like I said, I want to keep this airbag and everything all intact. So in the event that we want to go back to this, it's all stock and no issues. So like that. Got this here. Voila, got that bad boy on there. And let's do this. Gonna have all these screws. Oh, go grab that Loctite real quick.
I meant to grab that.
So this here is also keyed. For the way the other one came off, the NRG was on the top and the serial number for this was on the bottom. So we're just gonna feed the horn through here, which I'm not hooking up right now. I got to figure out which wires those are, but this is a very simple removal. All it is these screws here, this here pops off, pop this back off, we can get right to the wiring right below, right behind here. So
Where's the Loctite?
it was up in that one thing, above the toolbox in the orange.
Oh, yeah. There's actually no gray one.
So the reason we're using the old one from the 240 is we sold the 240. I got too many projects right now, so we're trying to reduce the load as far as what we're doing. And because these are very expensive kits, this hub here was about $100 for the E46. That's why we are going to keep it on a budget build here. And
I told you have to use the breaker bar. It ain't coming off the impact.
I got both of them working on a challenge of how to remove a rusty bumper off of there without cutting the nuts and bolts off. So now, before you tighten that all up, make sure you get some of these started so that all these holes line up properly. And a little bit of Loctite goes a long way. Can you get the next one ready? Just a little bit, just a dab. Not that much. You're killing me, Smalls.
I got most of it on my hand, so.
Oh man, you're killing me.
Most of it got on my hand, shut up.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
That is a little bit.
Just a little bit.
That's
Just a
really
little
how
bit.
much you're putting on it too. Shut up.
Just a little bit.
That's a little bit too much.
Uh-huh. So a trick to this, if you get too much on one, just take it and dab it in the other one. Kind of roll it around so that you can get that spread between two. And you don't have to worry about it. Can you grab a rag? Just gonna wipe your hands down.
Where's the lid for this?
Oh, it's right here. We're done with that. So like I said, I got to do a little more research on the wiring, but we'll drop that in the description down below once we get all the wiring for that and how to hook up the horn, not the hood, the horn for these E46s. And then also which wire is for the resistor, but like I said, I don't want to take apart those clips on this one here because we're gonna be eventually putting that back on with either when we decide to sell the car or if we decide to go back to the stock setup. So like I said, I got the Mike's BMW's tools to be able to log in, and I can program out that light right along with a couple other things. So, okay. Let's tweak those down. And as you can tell, I like the neochrome stuff. I don't know why, I just think it looks cool. And when you tighten these down, do it in kind of a star pattern, just like you were to do lug nuts. Kind of make sure you get even pressure across the whole thing. And that's it. That's all you do. Very simple. I know this is a quick video, but voila. Quick disconnect steering wheel. E46. Like I said, make sure you disconnect the battery first, like we did. Disconnect the airbag. This whole thing comes out as one assembly. So let's go ahead and let's plug in the battery and let's see what kind of lights we get. Let's go ahead and plug it in. Put that up so it doesn't get loose. You gonna hook up the battery?
You did disconnect it?
Yes. Come on, I was messing with you. I wasn't gonna run it with the battery hooked up. Are you serious?
Oh. I literally thought you were messing with me.
So yeah, like you. Oh, the airbag light is not on. Oh, nope, there it is. So it kicked off, kicked back on. Now it's back on. So, like I said. That's it. So I hope you guys like this. I know it's a shorter episode as far as what we do. The BMW is pretty much the way we want it. There's a couple small things that we still do into it, but like I said, this was a very simple tutorial on how to remove the E46 stock steering wheel. Now if you have the M3 wheel, that's a little bit different. There's springs on both sides on the back side that you push in and the whole thing pops out. Again, make sure you guys are taking precaution and safety by disconnecting the battery. I don't want to see anybody get hurt with that kind of stuff, and I'm not held liable for that if you guys don't disconnect this, but just a disclaimer there. Like I said, we're going to have some wiring diagram stuff down below as far as how to hook up the horn and how to set up the airbag with the resistor that we got with the kit. But until then, we are going to be doing a delete on the Mike's BMW tools to actually delete that light out so it doesn't even kick on. And that'll be a whole nother episode as far as how we go and get into the system and how you pull the code off the ECU and what you need to do to convert it. A whole step of process as far as what you need to do to make it actually work. So hope you guys like the video. Give me a thumbs up. See you guys next time. Peace.